Okay, Christopher has got some explaining to do. You see, in last week's video, you watched us move, and I couldn't understand what was taking him so long to back under the kingpin. He told me he'd let me know in a minute. Nope. He has another problem with updates. Well, I don't have any problems with updates on my Mac. Do you know what Fomo is? Well, keep watching.
Last night, it was 34 degrees outside. The trailer wasn't too far off from that as well either, but Shelly likes it cool inside. So I did the Dell update first, and it seemed to be okay. It didn't seem to have any problems. But then I did the Adobe, and I started almost immediately having troubles with it slowing way down. Now, one of the other things I was going to kind of talk about is, do you guys have a animal with you that has Fomo? Grizz, I think, knows how to drive. Good morning, everybody. Last night, it was 34 degrees outside. The trailer wasn't too far off from that as well either, but Shelly likes it cool inside. It's easier for her to sleep, and I can just wrap up in blankets. Plus, I've got a nice little heater for my feet down at the base of the bed, so that helps an awful lot. I last time had talked about a software problem or updates that I was having for my Dell laptop, and at about the same time I was getting updates for Adobe Suite. So I did the Dell update first, and it seemed to be okay. It didn't seem to have any problems. But then I did the Adobe, and I started almost immediately having troubles with it slowing way down. I don't use a lot of special effects in my videos, so it had me confused. But they've always got a bunch of neat things inside the suite whenever they put it out. Anyways, I ended up trying to figure out what it is I had done. I went ahead and went back and reverted to the previous issues of Adobe, and that didn't seem to fix it any. And then I went back and took care of the previous issues of Dell, and that didn't seem to fix it. So I finally, out of frustration, I did things like what you see recommended on YouTube all the time, dumping your cache, dumping a bunch of other things. And I don't mean money by cache. I mean the acquired information that's built up in Adobe. And I had it set for every 30 days, and so I reduced it down to about every 7 days, and then I manually dumped it again. And it still didn't seem to work. So out of frustration, I went to the Adobe Suite website and went into their help section and got a really super nice man that, at least I assumed he was a man, because it was all done by keyboard chat, and I'm horrible at that. So I got connected with him, and he went through asking me the similar questions that I had already done, and he asked if it would be okay if he went ahead and tied into the computer so that he could see if he could figure it out. And it was impossible for me to do any editing at that point, so I said, yeah, go ahead. He gave me all the passwords and the key stuff. I made sure I was on Adobe, and he took control remotely of the computer and started working on it. It's pretty weird seeing somebody remotely making your cursor and keyboard operate. So he started going through things. He redumped the cache again. He tried a bunch of other things, and they didn't seem to work. So finally, he went back and he copied everything on the current version of a timeline that I was working on, which was our last video. And he duplicated that. Then he went in and created a new timeline and then pasted all of that information onto it. And lo and behold, everything started working perfectly again. I was mystified, to say the least, but tickled to death. I was afraid I was going to have to start all over again. But he was able to make it work. So I asked him how he did it and what he did. He told me, he showed me, and I was able to continue. He said there was a survey that was coming at the end of the session, and I looked for it and couldn't find it. But it was super impressive what he did. I've been trying to figure a way to give him kudos for fixing it up and saving me a lot of grief. I went ahead and finished up editing everything. It worked fantastic. I had no more problems, and that was what I was referring to in our last video. Now, one of the other things I was going to kind of talk about is, do you guys have a animal with you that has FOMO? I know I'm kind of FOMO myself, and that's, you know what FOMO means, don't you? It's fear of missing out. Well, Grizz, my wife's service dog, spends so much time with her and with us because we have to take him everywhere for her health. And he really gets upset if he can't be around my wife. Well, today's video shows a little bit of that, where he's constantly worried that he's not able to do his job with her. We're trying to work him out of it, but it's tough to do when you spend so much time with him. We're a part of his pack now, and our welfare, her welfare, comes first to him. So it's just amazing how he works with us. But that's what happens when he gets all excited and upset. When Shelly leaves the vehicle, he wants to be there to take care of her.
Insiders, don't forget to say hello to our newest insider. We hope that all is well with all of you.
We've got a new patron. His name is Joe. He's a really great guy, and we hope that all of our other patrons and all our subscribers will take a chance to say hello to him. Super nice guy, really hard worker, and we're looking forward to seeing more of him around the channel. Thank you, Joe. We do appreciate it very much. Now, you'll see in this video also that Grizz, I think, knows how to drive. He watches me intently whenever we're driving down the road pulling the rig. Most of the other time he's just watching Shelly, but he'll look down at my feet and see what I'm doing with the pedals, and he can discern that when we're starting to make a turn, he'll actually lean into it and he'll be watching what's going on. I think if I were to put him behind the steering wheel and had some pedal extensions, he might be able to do a fairly decent job of dragging the rig around. No, I'm never going to do that, but it's just funny to watch him at it. Now, another thing, in the last video, did you see Shelly behind me while I was tinkering with the dash on the 450? Yeah, I know. I'll tell you in a minute. I neglected to tell her that I was going to try to use the backup camera and then the zoom in on it to see if that would help me to back in the receiver under the pin box and make it work easier than me having to crank all the way around to see what's going on. Well, of course, I didn't tell her, so she was kind of irritated at me for not getting in while she was giving me hand signals to come on back. And then afterwards, I forgot to tell her what I was doing. Anyways, when I told her, I'd tell her in a bit. So that's what happened there. We are at Monte Vista, as you saw in the video, and it is beautiful here. The weather is amazing. The park is fantastic. There's so many things going on. We're just having a great time again. It's been a week, and in 2 more weeks, we'll be headed back over to Meridian, our second regularly scheduled deal. Now, I've had a meeting. It's an orientation at the Elks, and I was impressed to see how many wonderful things these volunteers, these people do for their community. It's an amazing process, and they don't keep the money. What little bit that they keep goes to pay for a few people that are doing the lion's share of the work. Their top people don't get it, but their secretaries, the bartenders, the waitresses, stuff like that do. And everything like the RV park that they have that's attached to the Elks goes to pay for maintenance on the structure itself. Any little extra money they make for that goes to it, but anything that comes in as donations goes to Elks charities. It doesn't go to the people there. So it's amazing to see how this is working. In a few days, I'm going to go through an initiation, and it's a solemn thing that tries to instill upon everybody that becomes members of this community what they do and what they stand for. And there's a big advantage to this for people that RV, because those RV parks that they have are at way reduced rates compared to what you'd have to pay out in the real world. So kudos to the Elks. I mean, thank you for considering me and my family to be a part of this. I'm very happy and really looking forward to it. So I'll tell you more about that later on. There's some things I can reveal and some that I can't, that they would rather I not. So I'm going to be careful on what I present, but it's amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching our videos, and thank you for being here on every Sunday at 5 p.m. when we put out a new one. It means so much to hear from you. It means so much to know that you all are watching the videos all the way through. That really does so much for the YouTube metrics on it. So please watch the videos and then maybe even watch another one directly afterwards. That helps big time too. You guys are amazing. We'll see you again next week. Please, travel safe.
Good 70-degree weather here.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. I can't wait.